Chris, thanks for joining us. We've got some questions from our England Rugby fans on Facebook. We had 327, which is I think the most we've ever had. First of all, there's a statement from someone which sort of sums up the theme on there. Robin Holland said, "There's no question here. I just want to say how proud I was to see the team on Saturday play their hearts out. More of the same, please." What does it feel like to hear that sort of things from the fans and make them proud?
It's fantastic, really. I mean, of course, at the end of the day, you're playing for them and everyone back home. Being a long way, there's not many travelling supporters as a couple, but yeah, you're playing for everyone back there who's cheering you on, who's got up early to support you. So, no, it's brilliant news.
Jazz Hiles asks, Chris, what's the highlight of your career been so far?
Probably beating New Zealand at Twickenham. It was a fantastic day down at Twickenham and the whole stadium was rocking, and yeah, it's definitely one of those memorable days.
James Elliot Wallace asks, who can bench the most in the England squad and how much?
I'd probably say Manu Tuolangi. He's actually not allowed to do weights most of the time because he gets too big and too strong. I'm not sure exactly what he can do, but yeah, I'd say him.
Your Quins teammate Carl Sinclair's quite big in the gym, isn't he, as well? New guy around?
Carl Sinclair, yeah, young guy, young prop coming in, extremely strong as well. He loves squats and bench press, tends to be his exercise, so he's definitely up there.
Richard Veys asks, what can the fans do to help England Rugby, especially when they're on a tour like this?
I think it's just that support back home, isn't it? Just the excitement. I mean, as players, we love going out there, and hopefully we can entertain all the people back home watching. So no, it's just more of the same.
Karen Bennett asks, what was your initiation song when earning your first cap?
My initiation song, it was Build Me Up Buttercup Baby. A bit of a cheesy classic, but it's the only one I can think of at the time. Simon
Wilkey asks, who's the toughest player you have faced and who has had the biggest impact on you in your career?
Toughest player, probably when I was slightly younger. Rocky Elson was over playing for Leinster. I think he was man of the match in pretty much every game we played, and we played Leinster in the Heineken Cup. And yeah, he was pretty good. So probably him. And the biggest influence, one of the coaches. I mean, I've had a lot of coaches throughout my time, and you always learn something different from everyone. And it's trying to make the most of every scenario and make yourself better.
Henry Christy asks, were you always an open side flanker, or did you have another position as a kid?
No, as a kid, I tend to go kind of throughout the whole forward pack. Prop, second row, number 8 flanker, never hooker. So yeah, I played the majority. I've never played on the back line now, unfortunately.
Pleased to be open side in the end though, not in the front row like Joe Marler?
I mean, we do the odd one-on-one scrum with them in a warm-up sometimes, and even when they're leaning against you, it just knocks you back. So yeah, I'm quite glad I'm not down there.
Claire Bond asks, what do you do to relax after a big game?
Well, straight after the game, we all come back to the hotel, have a beer or two together, and just have a bit of food, really. When you're in the hotels, it's quite hard. You listen to a bit of music, play some cards or something like that, and just yeah, if it's gone well, you're quite happy. But if not, yeah, you tend to have a little sulk and think about opportunities you left out there.
James Austin asks, how does the coffee in New Zealand compare to the coffee served in black, white, red?
Yeah, it's similar actually. It's equally as nice down here. The stuff we've had at the hotel and stuff is our baristas are actually Australian guys, so obviously there's been a big influence from this side of the world. So no, yeah, some great stuff down here as well.